Driving down the boulevard, got me playing air guitar. Damn, you know it's been a while, but when we do it hard, do it hard.
Hi YouTube, it's Nikki from Nikki Lilly. So Valentine's Day is not too long away, and not only is it one of my favourite times of year for baking, but I just love how bright and colourful everything is with all the pinks and the purples and the whites and the reds and everything like that. So I thought, why not show you guys 4 quick and easy yet delicious things that you can make on Valentine's Day for you and your loved one, or just for yourself, because that's what I'll be doing. So if you'd like to know how to make one of the following or all of them, then carry on watching. So the things you will need to make your heart shortbread are 175 grams of plain flour, 125 grams of butter, 60 grams of caster sugar, some extra sugar and flour for dusting, and of course your heart cutter. To start off making your heart cutout shortbread, the thing you want to start off by doing is getting your butter and popping it into your mixing bowl, and then you want to get your caster sugar as well and pop that in, and you just want to blend it together until it's light and fluffy. So now what I want to do is add in my flour. So this is 175 grams of flour. What's really great about this is you don't need eggs, and it's very minimal ingredients, so I love that. And then what I'm going to do is just start off, I'm going to pop my whisk to the side for now, but we will be using it. So I'm going to start off by getting my handy dandy pink wooden spoon and just mixing the flour into the sugar. Move my whisk over here because it's getting in my way. There we go. So I'm just going to incorporate that. There's no really like trick to doing this. You just incorporate it however you like. You may find that this takes a while because the ratio from sugar and butter to flour is like quite different, but it will get there and you'll have a perfect dough. So as you can see, the dough still looks crumbly, but if you actually get some of the crumbly dough and just make it into a ball in your hands, then it does turn into an actual dough. And what I like to do is just mix it with the ball that has the actual dough. So I'm just going to do that now. Just get some of the dough, make it into a ball. So here I have got a lined baking tray, and this recipe makes about 9 shortbread biscuits, but it can make more and it can make less depending on how big your heart cutter is. So what I'm going to do now is, with the extra flour that I mentioned in the ingredients list for dusting, I'm just going to get a pinch of that and pop it onto my board. And then I'm going to put my lovely dough onto here, and then I'm just going to sprinkle the dough with a little bit more flour and rub my hands in it as well to make sure that if the dough does get a little bit sticky, it does not stick. So now I'm going to get my rolling pin and just press down in the middle of the dough, and then move it round and press down again, and then move it again, because you don't want the dough to stick. So I'm going to press up and then down and then move the dough. You want your dough to be about 1/2 inch to 1 centimetre thick, so try and look out for around that thickness. I'm going to get my heart cookie cutter and just press into the dough and pop out my heart. and pop it onto the baking paper. And I'm going to continue doing that until all my dough is gone. So what I'm going to do is just get a little pinch of caster sugar, or just normal sugar, and just sprinkle it onto the tops of each shortbread. This just adds a really nice texture when you eat the cookies, and also a really nice flavour as well. And in the fridge these go for half an hour until they have firmed up. And whilst they are in the fridge, I'm actually going to set the oven to 190 degrees centigrade. I'll leave the Fahrenheit version and temperature right here. So in the fridge these goes, and I'm going to pop the oven on as well. In the oven these are going to go now for 15 to 20 minutes, like I said, at 190 degrees until they are a pale golden brown. I'm going to put these in the oven now. The biscuits are out the oven and have cooled, so they look a little something like this. And so now I have melted 75 grams of white and dark chocolate, and I'm going to decorate these beauties. Okay, so what you want to start off by doing is getting your, let's start off with the white chocolate, I think. Getting your chocolate, and I think I'm going to do 4 with, oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to do 4 with white chocolate and 4 with dark chocolate. So I'm going to start off with the white chocolate. And what I want to do is just do a little line down the centre, like so. And then just on one side, if you get this messy, it seriously doesn't matter, because we're going to decorate them. But just on one side, pop the chocolate on. You can do this all over the cookie, but I feel like this makes it look slightly more sophisticated. And these are mini Rice Krispie covered chocolate things. And I'm just going to sprinkle them onto the cookie. And then what I want to do is just get some gold glitter. This is edible gold glitter, and just from a height spray it onto the cookie. And they look amazing. So I'm going to carry on doing this now.
So to make your red velvet truffles, you will need 1 8-inch red velvet cake crumbled up, 200 grams of cream cheese, some sprinkles or whatever you would like to decorate the tops of the truffles with. I've got some edible rose petals and sprinkles. And finally 300 grams of white candy melts and 170 grams of pink.
I will leave my favourite and the recipe I use for the velvet cake down below if you guys would like to make it with that, but you can also use a cake mix if you want to save time. So I'm going to get my red velvet cake and my wooden spoon and just pop it into a bigger bowl. And you just want to crumble this up till it's like breadcrumb sort of consistency. I'm going to pop that to the side, and then I'm going to get my cream cheese, and you may find that you need more or less depending on what recipe you use and how much your red velvet cake has rised, because it does depend on that. So I'm going to mix this together. So what I'm going to do now is, you can use a tablespoon to do this, but I picked up this really nifty like tablespoon like ball scooper, so I'm going to be using this to shape my truffles. So what I'm going to do is get some of the truffle mix, and then if you have one of these then perfect, because it does make everything look a little bit more symmetrical, but if you don't then that's fine too. So I'm just going to get the truffle mix and just press down on the sharp bit of the tablespoon baller. What I've done is just wrapped a wooden board in greaseproof paper to make sure that this does not stick. I'm just going to pop out the little truffle, it looks like a little ice cream, onto the greaseproof, and I'm just going to do the same with all the rest.
Driving down the boulevard, got me playing air guitar. Damn, you know it's been a while, but when we
they look amazing. So altogether we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 20. We've made 24 truffles, so that is quite a lot. They're going to go in the fridge for half an hour also to firm up again, and then they will be dipped in some yummy chocolate. I've taken the red velvet cake truffles out of the fridge, and I've just melted some white candy melts as well as some pink ones, and I'm going to dip them in the chocolate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ball, and I'm just going to immerse it in the chocolate. Make sure it's all coated. And then I'm just going to lift it up, pop it back into the paper, and it's done. So this bit is quite time consuming and quite messy, so just take your time doing this. So, okay.
We playing air guitar. Damn, you know it's been a while. But when we do it hard, do it hard. The gleam in your eye.
So to make your Valentine's popcorn, you will need 300 grams of popping corn, something cute to put your popcorn in once you have made it, some cute Valentine sprinkles, some pink candy melts, some purple candy melts, and that's it. Let's get started. So to pop your popcorn, what you want to do is grab a big heavy based pan and add in approximately 4 tablespoons or so of any flavourless oil of your choice or what you have around the house. And then you want to pour in your popping corn. Try and distribute it evenly all across the bottom of the pan. And then give it a shake to make sure it is all even, and pop it on a medium to high heat and just let it pop away. When it starts to pop quite vigorously, then add on a top for the top of your pan, and yeah, until you stop hearing a popping sound, leave it on the heat.
So I've got my pink candy melts and also my lavender candy melts. So I'm going to melt these in the microwave in 30-second increments until they are both melted, and then just wait till the popcorn has all popped. Now I have melted up my candy melts. Just spoon all of the purple candy melts into the popcorn, and what you could also do is, if you want to use white chocolate or you don't have access to candy melts, then I would usually use white or milk chocolate, but I'm only using candy melts because it is Valentine's Day. In the pink one goes. And then I'm just going to get my spatula and cut down the middle and then mix it up. This recipe is so easy, but I really love personalising my own popcorn. It's so fun. And if you can use colours like this, it makes it even nicer to eat because it looks crazy and in a way it looks more appetising. So now I've got some sprinkles. These are just some Wilton Valentine's Day ones. And what I'm going to do is just choose some that I like. So I quite like these ones. They're just some hearts and nonpareils. I'm going to... Oh my gosh, there's chocolate chips in there. Oh my gosh, there are hot chocolate chips in it. I did not realise that. That just adds to the fun. And spoon it into the popcorn moulds. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. And I actually did a popcorn video, so if you'd like to see more unusual yet delicious flavours of popcorn, then I will leave the link here and down below.
To make your pink velvet white hot chocolate, you will need 625 millilitres of milk, as well as 275 grams of white chocolate, some whipped cream, some red food colouring, something to put your hot chocolates in, and some cute straws.
So what you want to start off by doing is, we are in my kitchen right now. Get a heavy based pan and pour in 625 mils of milk. You can use a plant-based alternative. Add in your white chocolate. There we go. You just want to combine these together on a low heat until the chocolate is all melted. It's gone slightly more yellowy toned in colour. And now what I'm going to do is just add in half a teaspoon of red food colouring. Just pop it back on the heat until all of the food colouring combines. And as you can see now, it is perfect and slightly frothy, which is very nice. So now you want to get your cups and pour the drink into there. Now I've got some squirty cream, and this bit's optional, but I'm just going to squirt it on the top. Then I'm going to add on some sprinkles, just pop some in my hand and sprinkle it on top. Pop in your straws. How perfect does that look?
Driving down the boulevard, got me playing air guitar.
So that's it for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, because this video was a lot of hard work. They're so quick, so easy, and will impress any loved one. And I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you spend it with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother. These will be loved by anyone that you make them for. This tastes so good. I'm gonna go and drink this now. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye everyone.